I'm in the countryside right now, in the Chinese countryside, and I thought I would share a little bit of the scenery and talk about something that happened today that I think is very, very important. But first, let's enjoy a little bit of the sunset. Look at that. We get out of the way. This this is a small village in the countryside of the Jiangsu province, north of Shanghai. I want to talk about pushing back. Pushing back what, you might ask. But today I was giving a painting class. I have several students, and on Saturday mornings I teach to two Chinese kids, oil painting. I have one boy and one girl, 10, 11 years old. And my 6-year-old boy, he took upon the task of rating the work of my students. So he drew their portraits, and then he said he would give them stars, evaluating their paintings. As he was doing that, I noticed that he was giving more stars to the boy and less stars to the girl. Look at that. He was awarding more stars to the boy and less stars to the girl. And I told him, but the girl is also doing a good job. Look at this. What do you think? And actually she was doing great. They were both doing equally great. But then my son was very critical of the girl's painting, and he was more favorable to the boy's painting. And then he said something that I don't know where it came from. I'm guessing from the school, but he said, just that boys have to win because boys are better. And I had to stop him. And I told him, that's completely wrong. What you're saying is completely wrong. That is not correct. And you cannot say that. So I told him, when I finish my class, I'm going to show you examples of women doing amazing stuff. So you understand that women are as capable and amazing as men. They're equally good, they're equally capable. Nobody's superior than anybody else. Men are not superior than women, and vice versa. Women are not superior to men. Actually, I explained to him, we need each other. Men need women as much as women need men. So I did. When I finished the class, I showed him some videos. We went back home. We sat on the computer and I showed him some videos of athlete women doing amazing stuff. And I explained to him to never again say something like that, because that is completely wrong. It's inappropriate and it's misleading, it's mistaken. It's a mistake to think that men are superior to women, and vice versa. It's equally wrong to think that women are better than men. I feel not a lot of people are doing the same pushing back, and we forget that we are in different circumstances. One generation before, one or two generations before wouldn't have access to information the way we do right now. We didn't have the internet. The information didn't travel as fast. So yes, there have been toxic masculinity all the time. For ages have existed this toxic, flawed ideology of masculine or men's superiority, which is disgusting. But probably in the past was not as spread out because it wasn't so influential, because the information didn't travel as fast. Okay, I have to stop to show you this. This is really beautiful. I probably the camera is not gonna give credit to this, but let's see if we can catch it. Every time I come here, I love the sunsets, and especially in this season, spring, autumn. We have this is something average. Sometimes it's like a mind blowing. So anyway, we weren't exposed to so much bad information or toxic information as we are right now, and that's something that I have to worry. It has to be a reason for concern for any parent. You know, if you want your kids, both men and women, because women are all equally exposed to toxic femininity, and women are equally exposed to toxic ideology, toxic femininity, and feminism, which can be as extremist as toxic masculinity. So if you are a parent, if you want your kids to grow as decent human beings, as decent people, it is absolutely necessary to push back and catch all these red flags in the air. Don't let them brew in your kids' mind. Don't let them grow. Don't let those seeds spread and grow in your kids' brain, in your families. Because especially now, kids and people in general, they seem to be ill-equipped to discern what is right or wrong, what is the right information or the wrong information, what is fake or what is true. So we're living in different circumstances in different times, and we are exposed to even more wrong information, wrong ideologies, and toxic ideologies, toxic values, flawed values. So you have to push back as much as you can, all the time. Every time you hear something like that, from not only from your kids, from anybody, turn around, from anybody, from a family member, from a friend. And I'm not talking about only toxic masculinity or feminism. I'm talking about racism. I'm talking about criminal activity. I'm talking about anything that you consider abuse or injustice. You have to call it out and you have to push back, because now more than ever those seeds spread and grow quickly because of the kind of communications we have access to. One opinion in the internet, it goes a long way, unedited. And that's what we have, that's what we that's what we have, the kind of problem we have with the Tates of the world and all his minions who are spreading horrible, abhorrent ideology. It seems like the way back is more beautiful. The sun is almost gone, and I want to leave you with that message. Push back, push back, push back, always push back.